text messages to somebody that I was dealing with me, of me and him having. That's the type of shit I've been dealing with for the past 2 months.
I can talk to a nigga and a motherfucker will play in your fucking face, over and over and over and over and over again, and still be like, watch what I'm about to do, watch what I'm about to say. And it's so fucking sad that a nigga like to, really like to play games with me when I'm at my most vulnerable time, when I'm not the most confident.
Yeah, Cardi B done turned into a bucket. Yeah, but she was a good housewife she was ready to be a housewife. She don't want to go back to this. She hates she having a baby, so she got to try to make it look good, homie. But no woman have ever been proud to be the other baby mama while we both pregnant. So, yeah, sure, that's both our babies, homie. She had to say it jokingly, not to cry.
Press. Cardi don't need more press. But this time, it's not about rap charts or music battles. It's about her ex. Offset.word on the street is that Offset just leaked a wild video, allegedly showing Cardi in the middle of a scandalous moment with her rumored baby daddy, Stefon Diggs, and a few other men, if you catch my drift. Now, fans are saying Offset didn't just cross the line. He erased it. He's been throwing shade for weeks, posting cryptic messages about Cardi moving on too fast. But this time, he took things way too far. And Cardi? She's furious. People close to her say she's raging behind the scenes, threatening to burn everything down. But just when everyone thought it couldn't get messier, Charleston White jumped in. And that's when things really got ugly. In a new interview, he went off on Cardi with zero filter, calling her out, dragging her name, and saying everything but something nice. Cardi's been catching strays left and right lately. It looks like she's done playing Mrs. Nice, because her next move might just shake the whole industry. Now, let's be honest. Cardi was right to name her album I Am the Drama, because she's been in one wild situation after another these past few weeks. And just when we thought her social media feuds were bad enough, Offset decided to jump into the chaos himself. Offset's been acting petty for a while now, but no one thought it could get worse than him shading her on Twitter. Turns out, we were dead wrong. According to reports, Offset somehow got his hands on a video of Cardi getting intimate with Stefon. Now, that wouldn't be shocking on its own, she's pregnant, after all. But the real twist is that Stefon allegedly wasn't the only man in the video. People claiming to have seen the clip say it was an orgy-type situation involving Cardi and multiple men, including Stefon Diggs. That's shocking, to say the least. Sure, Cardi has always been open about being adventurous in the bedroom. She even once hinted that she and Offset used to bring other people into their bed. But her and Stefon together? That's what really caught fans off guard. And the internet, of course, had a lot to say. One fan tweeted, "Stefon really had 2 kids in a year and is with a woman that lets him have orgies. That's wild." People are now saying Cardi and Stefon are living out their own wild reality show right in front of everyone. Usually, people involved in situations like that go their separate ways. But this group? They're apparently sticking around and raising kids together. Still, as crazy as all this sounds, it's not shocking that Offset would stoop this low. He's been determined to make this divorce as messy and bitter as possible. Remember when he threatened to take Cardi's kids away when she first went public with Stefon? And when that didn't work, he went after her money. Cardi even revealed that the reason they're still not officially divorced is because Offset wanted her to pay his taxes, give him millions, and hand over property before he'd sign the papers. Take a listen to what she said.
The only reason why I'm still married is because somebody wants me to pay for the taxes. Y'all want to know the tea? The only way I could get out of my marriage if I pay for somebody else's taxes, even though I pay for my own, and give them one of my properties. I'm fighting for that. I'm gonna fight for that. This is not no love. And like I said, I'm not gonna stop living my life because on a contract, I'm practically still married because somebody want to hold me hostage if I don't give them millions of dollars to get out of it.
Now, some people are saying that Offset only did all this because he wanted revenge. He couldn't handle Cardi moving on with Stefon. That might be true, but there's also another side to it. He's been trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone because there have been multiple reports claiming that Offset is broke. According to an insider, Cardi was the one making most of the money in their marriage. Offset, on the other hand, was spending like crazy. So even though they earned a lot together, almost all the money they have now is Cardi's. And when I say most, I mean like 95% of it. And it's not just cash. Cardi also owns real estate, investments, and other assets. Without her money, Offset isn't nearly as rich as he pretends to be. The man spends money like water, and truth be told, he's not even as hot in the industry as he used to be. But here's where things get interesting. It seems like the rumors about him going broke might actually be true. Rapper Lil Che allegedly said that Offset owes him a lot of money and still hasn't paid up. Then, according to a blind item, a one-named rapper, who's still married, has a huge gambling problem. He's always broke. His wife cut him off financially, so he took a female friend overseas and made her work for him on a yacht for several days. He then spent most of the money she made on himself, just to make it look like he's living large. And according to another blind item, a former A-list female rapper has cut off her estranged husband completely. No access to her bank accounts, no money, nothing. Now, if you're wondering what Offset being broke has to do with him leaking Cardi's alleged tape, here's the connection. Insiders claim he's trying to force Cardi's hand. He needs her money, and she's refusing to give him a dime. So supposedly he's trying to blackmail her by leaking intimate videos of her and Stefon. But here's the craziest part. This isn't even the first time Offset's done something like this. A couple of months ago, Cardi went off on Twitter Spaces, claiming that Offset had already sent private tapes to Stefon. Those videos reportedly showed Cardi and Offset getting real steamy in the bedroom, if you know what I mean. Cardi said those tapes were from when she and Offset were still together. But Offset tried to twist the story. He told Stefon that Cardi had been cheating on him by spinning the block and still sleeping with Offset. Now, listen to what Cardi said.
Mind you, this man sent text messages to somebody that I was dealing with me, of me and him having. That's the type of shit I've been dealing with for the past 2 months. Every time he knows that I go out of town, he harasses me. He leave me voice notes, trying to put my self-esteem to the ground. And I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of him and his girlfriend playing games on my phone, leaving explicit voice notes on my.
And y'all, that's not even all. Cardi also claimed that Offset has been taking his new girlfriend to her house, the one she paid for with her own money. To make it worse, the new girl clearly doesn't care. Cardi said she told her to stop posting pictures inside her house, but instead of backing off, the girl got mouthy with Cardi.
Why you, I hit this girl up before. Like, yo, I better not find out you in my house. This girl gonna tell me, why you care that I'm in the house? You haven't been there for 3 years. Girl, how you gonna tell me why I'm mad that you in my house when that's my house that I bought? Are you okay? And then this nigga FaceTime me with his girl.
She wasn't lying about that either, because Offset's new girl was actually caught posting pictures and videos from inside Cardi's house on her Snapchat. But again, all of this seems like Offset crashing out simply because Cardi had the nerve to move on with another man. Clearly, he has no problem sharing private and intimate videos. If he did it once, y'all, he'll do it again, now. We don't know exactly what his demands were at the time, but according to Cardi, he allegedly went as far as threatening to harm her, and then himself, if she didn't break up with Stefon.
Tell ya about this right? For the past couple of months, I've been very quiet, but I've been going through a lot of stuff that I keep to myself. First thing first, this guy, right, is upset because I sent his girlfriend messages of him begging me, saying he was gonna take away his life, begging me, saying he's gonna take away my life. All that shit was mad. He's mad about that.
Y'all, this whole situation is a hot mess. For someone who's been putting up a brave front and acting unbothered on social media, Offset sure seems real salty behind the scenes. Honestly, we probably should have seen this coming. He's been throwing shade at Stefon for a while now, throwing stones and hiding his hands. And when you really think about it, all of Offset's messy behavior seems to have been building up to this very moment, trying to expose Stefon for being comfortable in bed with other men. There have been rumors for a while that Stefon might be on the DL, and Offset's been hinting at it for months. For example, when Cardi's fans called him out for being shady, he tweeted, "Go bother the game and shti." Then Stefon decided to get petty right back, posting a picture of himself having dinner with Cardi captioned, "So proud of myself. Who would have thought I'd be eating dinner with Cardi B?" Offset clearly caught that shade because he went on a wild rant saying, "I smell some BS fanboy." He also posted a shrimp emoji, and y'all already know what that means. Then he added, "My new baddie had you last week, by the way. Been cheating since 2019. Tommy and Sammy ain't tell you, did they, rat?" Whatever that meant, it was clear Offset was losing it. Online. But I guess we shouldn't be shocked that he eventually took things even further, moving from hinting that Stefon was gay to actually posting a video, supposedly showing Stefon and other men getting freaky with Cardi. And what makes this all even more sinister is the timing. It's only been a few days since JT dragged Stefon for allegedly being on the DL, and even tried to come for Cardi, accusing her of getting involved with a man who was secretly gay. This all happened after Cardi dissed JT and her man Uzi. In response, JT fired back saying, "Cardi B baby father a gay man, not because of how he dresses or expresses himself, but because Chris said it out his mouth. Justice for Chris, I stand with the gays." Of course, that statement got Cardi dragged all over social media. But things got way worse when Chris Blake, the man JT mentioned, came forward to speak about his experience. Chris is a fashion stylist who's worked with several big celebrities, including drag artists. He first made his allegations last year, claiming that Stefon made inappropriate moves on him. And when he refused, Stefon allegedly had him attacked. All this supposedly happened last year, and most people thought everyone had moved on from it. But then, out of nowhere, Chris sat down for an interview, saying that Stefon allegedly threatened him and even tried to harm him after he spoke up about what happened. See, this next part.
To have me unalived because of him making a sexual pass at me. It wasn't the sexual pass that frustrated me the most. What made me most frustrated was the fact that he tried to unalive me after it, when in reality, even though I was drugged, even though I was violated, I never thought that the next step would be my life being threatened because you got turned down. But it's that power complex of wanting what you want when you want it, feeling like you own the things that you pay.
Him, I guess, allegedly.
Offset dropping that video of Stefon and Cardi made the whole situation even more sinister and calculated. The video itself was wild, and fans have been demanding that Cardi press charges, saying Offset should be arrested for revenge posting, because that's actually a serious crime. Some even joked that it might be a HIPAA violation or something, but either way, what he did was completely out of line. Now, you'd think that since Cardi is clearly the victim of revenge posting, most people would rally behind her, right? Well, not exactly, because Charleston White just jumped into the conversation. And of course, he had a whole lot of not-so-nice things to say about Cardi. In a new interview, he claimed that Stefon allegedly gave Cardi an STD, one that he supposedly caught from messing around with too many women.
Any got 3, 4, 5 baby mamas. I mean, he a lot of women raw. So he's susceptible to carrying some type of STI or STD. Dick too active with too many babies, with a history of raw dogging. So now I thought she was way more sharp than that. No, she ain't. That's the broken. That's the broken. She have to have a man.
He also had something to say about Orgy videos that Offset posted, and he referred to Cardi by a very nasty name. Take a listen.
Cardi B done turned into a cum bucket. But she was a good housewife as a hoe. She was ready to be a housewife. She don't want to go back to this. She hates she having a baby, so she got to try to make it look good, homie. But no woman have ever been proud to be the other baby mama while we both pregnant. Yeah, Shirley, hey, Shirley, that's both our babies, homie. She had to say it jokingly, not to cry.
Now, Charleston didn't say it directly, but it's pretty clear he's on Team Offset. He had plenty to say about Cardi moving on, but not a single word about Offset's cheating, which was the real reason she had to move on in the first place. And don't even get me started on how quiet he's been about Offset posting revenge clips just to humiliate the mother of his kids. Y'all, the drama has officially hit the danger zone. Offset spiraling out, Charleston White is out here running his mouth for attention, and Cardi's standing right in the middle, catching strays and shots from every direction, refusing to flinch. At this point, it's bigger than a leaked tape. This is a full-blown war of pride, power, and payback. Offset wanted to humiliate her. But let's be real, Cardi's built a whole career out of turning chaos into a comeback. And when she finally claps back, because you know she will, it's not just going to shake up social media. It could flip the entire industry on its head. But y'all, Right now, it really feels like Cardi's fighting the whole world. Everybody hates Bel Collies. Cardi B, that is.